Hey everybody, Ray here, and as you can see I'm in a festive mood, and that's why I've got my hat and glasses on today, because I've got a very special guest who has some exciting things coming up in the next day. Mr. Zach Loveday. Zach, welcome to the show.
What up, what up, what up? Thanks for having me, Ray. Really appreciate it, man.
You can see Zach is celebrating there as well. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
I've got
the
the
reason...
birthday cake going on.
No doubt. And it's getting late there too, and so the party's getting a little crazy, I'm sure, as well. So, well, the reason that I brought Zach on today is because he's got a product that's coming out tomorrow morning, and of course, most of you will probably see this video tomorrow morning. So, if that's the case, then today, if today is Thursday, then it comes out today, and it's called Affiliate Arbitrage Blueprint. And essentially, well, I'm not going to sit here and tell everybody exactly what it is. Why don't you tell us exactly what this is, because it's a very cool product that's actually near and dear to my heart as well.
Yeah, sure. Basically, Ray, what it is, it's all about building a buyer's list for free whilst making at least $50 to $150 per day building that list, and then monetizing that list to make money on demand. And what I've done is I've turned it into a 5-step blueprint where you watch over my shoulder and see exactly how to set everything up from start to finish, and I walk you through it step by step.
Beautiful. And just for the record, that's exactly what I've done to build my business, was essentially what you're teaching here. So I know that this is a very effective method for doing that. I started off creating little YouTube products on WSOs and getting buyers lists that way, and that's how I've grown my business. And so I'm really excited to kind of learn some of the things that you've done and kind of compare notes. So tell us, what's the biggest problem that this overcomes for people?
Well, basically, the problem is don't take action because they've got information overload, and so they don't know where to start. But the way I've laid it out is how I would have liked to have been taught it when I first started. It would have cut out all the fluff, all the BS, so I could just get straight to the point, straight to the action steps that were going to produce results. And that's how I've laid it out. I'm teaching this as though I'm teaching my 4-year-old niece, because that's how I would have liked to have been taught when I first started, from the very beginning, step by step, all the way to making money with this system, building a buyers list, making money on demand with that buyers list. And this, in all honesty, is the best way I've found to make money online.
And I will 100% agree, because that's exactly how I did it as well. I can testify to that. No, and for those wondering it, you mentioned a young niece doing it. Do you feel that anybody can do this? Is this the type of thing that anybody can do?
Without a doubt, it doesn't matter if you're young, old, whatever. It does not matter if you're a waiter like I used to be, or a builder, or a plumber. It doesn't matter who you are. You can do this, especially with the way I laid it out, just completely from the start, step by step. Because what a lot of quote-unquote gurus do, and I always put that in quotes because I hate thinking of myself as some kind of guru. I'm just a normal, regular guy. And if I can do it, then anyone watching this video with the crazy festive kits on and stuff like that, and the beard that you've got, anyone can do it. It doesn't matter. You just got to be taught in the right way, step by step, from the very beginning, not missing anything out, and then just take action with it. I'm handing everything on a plate, on a silver platter. You just got to take action with it.
Yeah. So and this of course includes everything from literally, creating a product, setting up a website, setting up the list building tools and all that kind of stuff, all in one package.
Yeah, exactly. It goes from the very beginning. Even as far as building I go along and I build the buyers list from scratch, give the exact email types that I used to build that list, all the way to how to monetize that list by using the same techniques that I've used to make $200, $300, $400 from one email. So this stuff works.
Absolutely, and one of the things that I always tell people, and people watching this might have heard me say this a couple of times, I'm sure, is that the most important thing you can do in any business is building a list. And and in the case of this, you're not just building a list; you're building a list of buyers. Why do you think that's important?
Well, basically, from day one, I was told build a list, build a list, build a list. Nice, I'm going to put one of them on. From day one, I was told build a list, and I never really did it. And then I found out about building a list with solo ads and all this different type of stuff by setting up a squeeze page first, giving away a free product, and building what's essentially a freebie list. And the thing is about a list like that, you're building a list of freebie seekers, so they're not necessarily going to buy from you, especially if you don't know how to monetize that list. What I highly recommend anyone listening in on this call right now is to start building a buyers list, because basically with a buyers list, it's being known that it's 10 times more powerful than a freebie list. So for every subscriber on a freebie list, I've heard you should be making $1 per subscriber per month. And then on a buyers list, you should be making $10 per subscriber per month. Now, those aren't completely 100% accurate, but it's definitely got the potential to make more than $10 per subscriber per month if you know what you're doing. So what I highly recommend is start building a buyers list from day one, because buyers buy over and over and over again, and they'll always buy from you as long as you're providing value and building that relationship with them.
Yeah, and you know, it was funny because you first brought that up on the radio show that we did earlier today, and you know, I kind of quickly did the math, and of course, you know, my lists are mostly buyer lists, but there's a lot of freebie, you know, list building that's going on in there as well, and I found that that's pretty true. That, you know, I'm getting probably about $8 per month per subscriber, which is great. I mean, that's huge, and of course, you know, can you explain to everybody exactly what you mean by a buyer's list, so they kind of understand what that means?
Yeah, absolutely. So a buyer's list is essentially what it says it is. It's a list full of buyers. And there's a few ways to do this, to build this buyer's list. One of the ways is by launching your own products, but that can be really time consuming. There's a lot that goes into it. And then another one of the ways is what I teach inside the Affiliate Arbitrage Blueprint. And this is so effective. It's what I use. I actually started this system in mid-January, and within a couple of weeks I was averaging 100 to 200, nice beard. I was averaging 100 to 200 to $300 per day starting out in mid-January, because I started building that list of buyers, because that's essentially what it is. You're building a buyers list, and the best way to do this product launches, the second best way to do it is what I teach inside the Affiliate Arbitrage Blueprint. And within a week of me applying this technique, I built a buyers list of over 300 in just under 7 days. And then whilst I was building that list, I was making anywhere from $50 to $150 per day. And then I monetized that list with just one affiliate promotion. So I didn't even need to create my own product to sell to the list, just an affiliate promotion that was related to the list. And I made $125.62 from that email. And it took me a week to do that.
Nice. No, that and you know, that's very similar to exactly what I've done is build my list as a buyer's list by releasing products. And you know, we've seen huge results out of that, and so I'm really excited. And you know, you mentioned that you had another technique in there besides just product creation, and I'll be looking at that hopefully tonight and kind of picking that up, because that sounds exciting to me. I'm excited to see exactly what you're doing to pick that up, because that's huge. That's absolutely huge. List building is the best thing you can do, and you know, I love the fact that you're putting that in the forefront with this.
Yeah, completely. I mean, when I first started online, I didn't do any of this whole list building stuff. Actually, I only just started applying this system that I'm teaching in mid-January, and I'm already seeing this amazing success with it. So it doesn't even need to take 6 months, 9 months, a year to do. You can start making money within the next few days, as long as you apply what I teach. Because that's the thing, you can be handed a silver platter with everything on the plate, but if you don't take action with it, then you're not going to get results. The name of the game, you've got to take action with this, and if you take action, you will see results, and you'll get just as good as results as I have in a faster amount of time.
Beautiful. Well, like I said, this is, you know, essentially, aside from a few minor differences, I'm sure. Hey, look, you can see a cat in the background.
I just wasn't mentioning the cat.
You know, this is exactly what I've done to build my list and to get going with this. So I'm excited to see kind of the nuances that you have in this, and I'm sure everyone else will as well. So I appreciate you taking the time to kind of talk to us a little bit about this. And for those watching, you know, if it's Thursday morning, then simply click the button below this video. You'll be able to go to our bonus page and see all the bonuses that we have available. And then, of course, you know, you can pick that up and learn exactly what Zach's done to build his business, and pretty much what I've done to build my business as well. and we can both testify that this does work very, very well and can be very lucrative. And as I mentioned on the radio show, there's not a job in the world that I can probably get that would ever pay nearly as much as building a business like this.
Exactly, because you've got complete control over it. You dictate how much you want to make, whenever you want to make. You can send out an email. That's the beautiful thing about building a buyers list. You can send out an email and make money on demand whenever you want to.
Beautiful. Well, again, Zach, thank you for joining us. And again, check the bonuses below this video, and be sure to check out this great product, because it's going to be something that can really help you to build your business. I know we're having some fun and being a little silly with our little costumes here, but this is very serious and can really mean some serious money for your business and help you to really get to the next level, or to get out of a job that you dislike, or add some extra income. So Zach, again, thank you for joining us, and any last words you have?
Just thanks so much for having me on the show. The radio show before was absolutely awesome. Really appreciate it, man.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, and the radio show was great, and that should be on this page as well, a link to that. So be sure to listen to that, because it's a lot more detailed, and it's one of the longest radio shows we've done. We just kept going, and but it gives a lot of great insight, and you learn a lot from it, so be sure to check that out as well. But check out the product as well, because it's going to be something that can really make a difference in your life. That's Affiliate Arbitrage Blueprint. Again, we have lots of great bonuses below. And Zach, good luck.
Thanks, really appreciate it, man.
All right, you have a good night.